So folks, this is our last story of the evening, and then we're going to go right into the sing down. No more breaks, but you should feel free to get wine and food while we do the sing down. And we're going to, as soon as this last story is over, but I'll say it again, we're going to divide into women, men. But first, we have a great story. It's an intriguing story, from what I can tell from the summary. Tamar, Warburg. Give it up for Tamar.
Thank you, Tim. Great. It's not easy to be married to a man who may or may not be a spy. Now, for many of the years that we lived in Israel, Phil was working on environmental issues internationally, and so he crossed a lot of borders. But who goes to Jordan 70 times before he ever sees Petra? And all those trips to Egypt, he has still never seen the pyramids. So I started to wonder. When he would go to Jordan, he would give me very explicit instructions. Okay, when I call you on the phone, no Hebrew on the phone. I said, are you sure that's necessary? He said, well, look, every time I check into the hotel, they give me a room that ends in the number 7, like 307, 507, 707. I said, okay, I get it. I'm an architect. If you want to bug a series of rooms, you run the wires up in a straight line. So I said, okay, no Hebrew on the phone. Until the next time when he calls and says, so what's up with the kids? And I said, oh, Tali was Shabbat HaMalkah in the Gan today. And he was not happy. But I wasn't worried until the next time. When he checked into room 007, left his 2 suitcases, went downstairs to get a bite to eat, and then remembered that he'd left his tie, because, you know, the guy's becoming an Israeli, but this is an Aqaba, Jordan. So he goes back up to the room, only to find 2 men in black going through his stuff. I said, what did you do? Did you scream? Did you call the police? And he said, no. I said, excuse me, I came for my tie. And I let them continue. So I started to worry. And things got a little more creepy when he started working for the Palestinians who were working on their environmental laws. And in Gaza City, they would put him up in this brand new fancy hotel, high-rise marble. But he calls me one time and he says, it's very strange, I'm the only person in this hotel. And I said, that is really scary. Why don't you go downstairs and hang out at the bar? He says, you don't understand. I just came from the bar. I'm not the only guest in this hotel. I'm the only living person in this hotel. There's no one at the front door. There's no one in the kitchen. I said, that's scary. I said, go call a cab and come on home. He said, no. Checkpoint's closed for the night. I'm going to sleep. So at least one of us got some sleep that night. But by this point, I'm not the only one who's worried. Several people think he's a spy, and he's starting to get offers to be a double agent. The Palestinians want to know what the Israelis are paying him. The Israelis want to know what the Jordanians are paying him. And even our closest friends are asking questions. I've known Orna 30 years. Last summer, she tells me, she's been reporting on him monthly to the Shin Bet. But that wasn't the creepiest thing. The creepiest moment was when I took the kid to sign her up for kindergarten. So we take the bus to the Jerusalem City Hall, education office, secretary, looks at us from over her computer monitor and starts saying, what is your name and address? What is the child's date of birth? What is your husband doing in Gaza? This is a secretary in the kindergarten registry office. But eventually, Big Brother wanted in. So he gets the letter. The letter, with no return address. And you open it up, but the letterhead doesn't say the Mossad. There's just the big seal, with the menorah. And the letter reads like this. It says, "Would you like to serve the state of Israel and meet interesting people?" But just maybe the Mossad had the wrong guy. It's true that Philip has crossed a lot of borders, but I'm the one hanging out with my Palestinian girlfriends and designing schools for Arab organizations. Bas anna bahki Arabi huwa mafish. I'm the one who speaks Arabic. He doesn't know any. So you may wonder, maybe the best cover story for being a spy is to be married to a man who may or may not be a spy. Shukran. Masai al-khair.
Josh and I are halfway through season 2 of Homeland. I'm so into it. It's freaking me out. So I'm not going to sleep tonight now, Tamar. I'm really obsessed with it. Okay, so it's sing down time. First of all, wait. Another round of applause for these amazing stories. People had to have a lot of courage to think of a story, to get it down to 5 minutes. The committee was really, really serious and rigorous about that. It's not easy to do. They had to practice it, write it down, practice it, be able to do it without any notes. It was a big, big deal. So thank you guys for doing it because it made the night. And thank you again, Cheryl, and your whole committee for making an amazing evening. This is the first annual, right? Is this the first annual?